Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zakabane101 and welcome to this special DLC video for Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 2 Retribution. I know, a new DLC has finally been released for this game. It's almost seemed like a millennia since the last time that we've seen something from this title, but now, indeed, there is a new blood pack in time for Halloween. I was sent this code by the developers, Relic Entertainment themselves. Reached out to me and said, hey, can you take a look at this cool new DLC? And I said, hey, why not? I love Dawn of War, and it's one of my favorite franchises. So, I was surprised to find out that it's called the Ridiculously Bloody Blood Pack. That's pretty interesting. So, we're going to be taking a look at it. This is my first time actually seeing the mod. So, this will be basically a first impressions of what I think about it, and then possibly at the end of the video, I think I'll be taking a more in-depth look and giving an even deeper thought of what the DLC entails, if it's worth it, if it's not, and all that stuff. So let's delve on into it, shall we? Let's set up a multiplayer game here, and we'll go into a custom game, because I am on a test server for this. This is before the release of the DLC, by the way, so I am currently playing on a different server than I normally would be. So I'm going to go into a private game against a bot, and I think we will play as the Space Marines, which I know they may be overplayed, but again, I only really understand Space Marines at this point. So I'm going to play as the DLC version of the Dark Angels, just because I like the look of them. I mean, I do like the DLC Ultramarines as well. I mean, that's actually just pretty badass right there. Very Roman looking and all that stuff. I like the Dark Angels as well. So we'll go for the Force Commander, who I particularly like. And yes, my army level is 1. I don't really play multiplayer, so be warned, be warned. And we have a few choices here that we can choose from for our map. I'm not sure which one I want to go on. Maybe Green Tooth. I do like Green Tooth Jungle Redux. It's a good time. And we're going to go number of tickets 500, fixed starting locations, standard resources against who could we kill? I say we kill the orcs. I say we kill some orcs here. Standard mix up here between the Dark Angels and the Freebooters, because why not? Now, I know I'm using a bunch of DLC races, and these are different things, but I honestly just personally like these. I picked these up on a sale when they were dirt cheap, so I think it was definitely worth it, personally, when it was on sale. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to ready up here, start the skirmish. We're going to delve on into it here, and take a look at this mod. So there are 4 requisition points here. There is a natural power resource to my left, and one that's a little bit more dangerous to grab on the right side. Hopefully we can hold on to both, though, through the majority of this fight. Again, we're fighting a normal AI. It should not really be that difficult to handle. We'll send our Marines out here. Already moving slow. Slower than dirt. Alright, we'll move our troops out. Nice! Alright, everything's looking good so far. And so once our Marines are out, we should have no problems here. I'm going to tell my guy to grab this. Scouts can go grab this. Perfect. They're already grabbing the requisition points. Force Commander, already looking sexy. I do like how he gets a little bit of a custom icon there. I never even realized that actually before, but sometimes if you get, I guess if you get the DLC or whatever, the commanders anyway, at least the Force Commander gets his own little custom icon. I know that in the Elite mod, if you guys have played that, they have also done some custom things there with it, which is pretty cool. Do very much appreciate that. Also, I've been taking forever to actually get my scalp. I am going to find that it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me to actually remember to check out my dudes, because if I don't, then I'll be missing out. Try and grab this other relic point here. We should be able to get this one pretty soon. And while we do that, we'll try and get some more requisition here on the left side. We might be running into the orcs fairly soon here, because orcs definitely love their slugga boys. So we got a double scout plan going on here. In fact, since the scout squad's a little bit further ahead, I'm going to grab some shotguns here. We're going to get another grab on a requisition point so we can set ourselves up. I'm going to start activating my requisition, or my power node, rather. We do have a few slugga boys in the center of the map, so we should be able to take those guys out once we have decapped at least one of their points. We did just get shotguns here, I believe, ready to go, so we shouldn't have anything to worry about. I'm going to move up just a little bit here. We don't have enough power, unfortunately, to get another weapon, but I'm actually going to grab a power node immediately, I think. Alright, here we go. So we're about to capture another requisition point here. Our Space Marines can move up towards the center of the map. I'm actually going to move them along the right side so we can get some visuals there. We're going to move our Space Marines towards this power node. It seems like these slugga boys are moving out. And let's move our scouts over to the power node. Oh, seems like the Slugga boys are trying to elude me, so I'm going to try and cut them off with my Space Marines. I'm going to even use my crack bolters here. And there's the blood pack going in. Oh my god. This is blood everywhere, because why not? Alright, here comes the scouts. Unfortunately, they are in retreat mode, so using my special ability, the explosive shot is not going to help me out here too much. We do have a little bit of extra requisition points, which I should have been spending earlier, but I did not, because I forget these things all the time. And we'll try and steal another one of their requisition points as we move along here. It does seem like our commander almost... Oh, he is suppressed a little bit by the Orky turret, but hopefully we'll be able to get out there without taking too much damage. A little bit of a blunder on my part. Again, more blood just appearing on the models. A little goofy, but I actually kind of like it a little bit. It's pretty good. Alright, so we're getting some of these points captured. I'm going to send my Space Marines over to the leftmost requisition point. If you didn't know, requisition points over time will start collecting more and more resources per tick. So we got to be sure to grab those. Oh no! That war boss back there, he's going to be trying to take one of my requisition points, which I'm not very much a fan of. Luckily, we are taking their requisition quite often here. We're going to lose this requisition, unfortunately. Oh, no, we did not lose it. All right, excellent. He decided to run away, even though, you know, it's an AI, so if this was a real player, he obviously would have tried to just straight up take that. I'm going to send my troops back here a little bit and try and cut off the Slugga Boy squad. They should have no problems trying to do this. And I'm going to head back a little bit and try and grab this victory point if I can. All right, let's try and knock these guys over if we can. Holy crap, that's a lot of blood. All right, let's zoom in here and take a look. There we go. Exchanging bullets, exchanging shots. Our war boss guy over here is also engaged in a little bit of combat right now. We do have a lot of resources, but I'm going to grab myself a Assault Marine squad. And I'm going to upgrade my Force Commander with a Power Sword, so whenever we engage the war boss more often, we'll be able to handle him. And actually, the war boss is about to go down here. One more shot, and he does go down. Excellent work. Me. Good job, me. I did a good job. We got all the relic points currently right now, so we're going to just kind of hold them off if we can. Put my scouts into some nice defensive locations. I should start getting myself some sergeants here ready to go. Sergeant's going to increase the squad size a little bit and also give me a really powerful new Space Marine to handle everything. We're going to send this Space Marine squad back, though. Unfortunately, we did lose a few troops there. We'll head our men up forward just a little bit. We'll try and cut off the Storm Boy squad. Unfortunately, that did not work out, so we're going to tell him to fall back and not get killed. And our Space Marine commander, he's moving up here. He does not have a Power Sword just yet, but I'm going to give him that right now. We'll try and get another sergeant as we move up. And we're going to take on this here war boss. I'm going to start upgrading probably one of my other power nodes in just a moment here as well. Alright, so the war boss, I believe, is immune to knockback, unfortunately, so this is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. We just got another scout here with a shotgun, so it's going to help us out a lot. And we need to move our Assault Marines forward and jump on these Slugga Boys before they take out my location here. Unfortunately, I think we're going to lose that requisition point. Yep, it does go down, but we are jumping in, doing heavy damage here. Heavy assault damage, even. Which is very effective. Huge amounts of blood going on screen. And I'm even going to use my explosive shot, even though I probably shouldn't have done that because it's a little bit of a waste. But hey, whatever, I'll do that anyway. We'll send our Force Commander back just a little bit. Looks like our Assault Marines were able to make those Slugga Boys retreat, which is very good for us. Our Marines are going to need to come back into the fray, though. And very soon, we should be able to see some more upgrades available to us. We are down, though, to 150, or we brought them down to 150 points, so they are kind of getting a little bit destroyed here. Again, they are a medium or normal mode AI, so they're not going to be particularly that amazing. Also, I just realized that whenever I click the map to move around locations and all that, it does seem to pan. I might have to turn off camera pan because it is messing with me a little bit, I gotta say. Alright, so we are about to get a little bit more resources here. I haven't upgraded this yet, so that shouldn't affect me too much. We do have a war boss trying to take over this victory point. Can't believe I just let him kind of walk all over me like that. We'll send back our other scout squad, who seem to be scaring off the war boss just fine, which is fantastic for us. We'll keep our commander just nice and close. There we go, nice and suppressed there. We're going to throw a grenade over... Nope, never mind, not going to throw a grenade at all. Don't even need to. Excellent. They didn't even capture the point, which means they're still going to be losing lots of points here. We'll move on over. Some crack bolter shots, why not? Oh, never mind. I totally messed up apparently and misclicked. There you go. Crack bolter shots can fire pretty far away, which is nice. Alright, so we're going to recapture that 1 point. They are down to 58. Once we recapture it, it's not going to be very difficult to win this match. They'll need to uncap at least 2 of our nodes anyway to really protect themselves. And I think this is game, but yeah, for the most part, I think the blood pack looks pretty cool from what I saw. I'll definitely do another game here in just a moment. Alright, here we go. Oh! Alright, I know we gotta get out of here. I keep forgetting that we're right at the Orky base, so they're gonna be shooting us with all those things. Alright, there we go. We'll be able to send our Space Marines to the right, and there we go. Next tick, we win, and there you have it. A quick victory, a swift victory against the Orc scum. Alright, and here we are, once again, in the middle of a battle. We have our Ultramarines here. We're going to be sending them out on the field. Our Lord Commander will be heading out to the center of the map real quick, while our scouts move over to the left, and we can grab a bunch of requisition points as our Blood Raven brothers move out to defend us against the ravenous and terrifying Chaos Lords of the world. And of course, after we get the Space Marine squad up and running, we'll soon be able to get our Scout squad ready to go. Gotta say, the Ultramarine Space Marines, the DLC versions, do look very nice and mighty. We'll grab our Scout squad here to go for a Scout Space Marine, or Double Scout Space Marine build. Very standard, I'd say. It works out quite nicely, for the most part. Alright, we got our Commander here. He will be able to move out to the center of the map so we can grab another victory point. Always important to grab victory points fairly early on, so you get some sort of an advantage, if you can. It does seem like, though, the victory points for this map are in a little bit of an interesting location here, so we'll try our best to grab all of them. I do actually really like the layout of this map, though. This is really cool. Alright, so we're about to get a power node up and running here, as we got our scouts moving up north of the map. Once we get this power node ready to go, we're going to activate it so we can get some extra power, so we can start upgrading our troops. And we should be able to get an upgrade as well to our scouts, get them some shotguns. Unfortunately, these scouts over here probably need the shotguns more than those other guys, now that I think about it. So maybe if we just kind of cancel this and go back over here and grab our shotguns. We'll move back just a little bit so we don't get too wrecked. Hopefully these shotguns will kick in here in a moment, and then we don't have to worry about them anymore. I can definitely grab another power generator while we're moving out, and we do have a Chaos Lord spotted in the middle of the map. We are winning this fight, considering we are in cover. Alright, there we go. So we scared them off. We're going to move up to the right side here, grab ourselves the victory point. Our scouts will kind of just hunker down while they grab their new shotguns, their new shiny shotguns. Our Force Commander is going to assist our allies here. They sent in their scouts a little blindly. Hopefully we'll be able to handle this, no problem. I'm going to try and focus down these heretics if I can. And our Space Marine Commander definitely... Oh no, we're suppressed. Alright, this is not good. We're going to need to fall back here just a little bit. Try and take on these heretics if we can. Be nice if we could take them on at range. Okay, we're definitely going to need to retreat here from battle. Luckily, our commander is going to be able to survive this, no problem. However, it does kind of suck that we do have to fall back our Marines. So we'll have to remember that they are a little bit behind. Alright, looks like we have another commander here. I believe he's immune to knockback. So we might be retreating here in a moment. Okay, yeah, we're going to just retreat here. We don't want him to get any experience points for fighting us. So we're just going to run away. It does seem like the Chaos Lord is going to be able to beat us at this little bit of a skirmish. We're going to try and grab this power sword while we fight him. And we actually get him to retreat. So we're going to retreat as well, even though that was a victory. Just to try and stay alive if we can. Alright, so we do have the Chaos Lord kind of moving in. We do have our Space Marine squad just kind of healing up here for the moment, which is great for us. We have our Scout squad healing up as well. And they are currently taking a victory point, and that victory point has just been claimed in the name of Chaos, unfortunately. And we're going to need to make sure that we do not lose our victory point in the center of the map, because that would definitely hurt us in the end. I'll grab another power node here, and I may even consider getting this one upgraded. It seems that we could share our power nodes, which is very nice. I do very much like that a lot. So for now, though, we're going to kind of hold back, send our troops out. I want to save up some money so I can get myself an Assault Marine Squad or a Heavy Bolter Squad. Heavy Bolter Squad should be good enough to handle a lot of Chaos Space Marines if they decide to send a huge amount of heretics maybe against us. That could definitely work. Let's move up just a little bit here. We were having a little bit of combat somewhere on the map. Not entirely sure where that was taking place. We'll move our Space Marine Commander along the center of the map. Alright, it does seem that the Chaos Lord is moving up to the center and taking us on. So we're going to move our Scout Marines over and try and grab this victory point to kind of counter what's going on here. Alright, so since we have a lot of resources, we're going to get ourselves an Assault Marine squad. I know the Blood Ravens just got ourselves a squad. And we did get uncapped, but we do have a Power Sword now, which will allow us to be able to capture this no problem and scare off that Lord. There is another Lord moving in, though, which means we need to move our scouts in to assist. So we're going to send them over towards the center victory point while our third set of scouts are just finishing up their victory point capture. Hopefully this guy can go into melee combat, though. There we go. Good stuff. Now we can use our crack bolts. Focus fire these guys down. Looks like the Chaos Lord is going for us. We might be able to kite if we need to. Knocked off my character. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Move in. Go get him, buddy. Blood everywhere. Blood. Blood for the blood god. Move over. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Woo! It hurts. I'm going to kite him for days. There we go. You're a dead Chaos Lord, sir. You're a dead Chaos Lord. Good job, everyone. Good job, everyone. Retreat back. All right, we got to deal with these heretics now. We should have a Assault Space Marines ready to go, which we do. We're going to grab and upgrade another power node, so we got all the power we need. And looks like the Blood Ravens are doing a great job at actually taking out those heretics. They're going to go for it. Will they get the kill? No, they're going to get cut off by that Chaos Lord, unfortunately. But they are going to go for him. Even use explosive shots just to test. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's wearing Terminator armor or something, so he can't actually do too much. I'm gonna send my my Lord over though, my Force Commander rather. All right, this should be a pretty easy kill. Move our troops up here just a little bit, slightly. Jump our guys over as they wait for some sort of defense. There we go. This should be a fairly easy win. There we go, and he's already retreating. Excellent. We can actually take this for ourselves once again. And we'll probably want to move our Space Marine Death Ball over a bit. It does seem that there is a lot of these heretics just lying around. In fact, they're kind of cutting us off since our allies are kind of dealing with this no problem. Shouldn't have much of a problem. Looks like they got cut off, though, unfortunately. We'll send our Force Commander over to try and deal with this Chaos Lord so that he doesn't die. Level up on our Force Commander. Excellent. Our scouts are taking a little bit of bleed out here. Try and go crack grenade or crack shots to deal with the Space Marine Chaos Squad. And we should be able to upgrade our base fairly shortly here. We need about 125 power resources. In fact, we need... There we go. Perfect. We'll get another power node there, so now we don't have to worry about losing all our power. Perfect. All right, let's hold back just a little bit. Head on back over to the main victory point. We do have a squad that needs recharging, so we're going to grab that and also start upgrading our scouts whenever we can. We're definitely going to want to try and get some Space Marine commanders as well. That would be great. All right, send our troops out. Assault Marine's going to jump in here. There we go. Oh, no, they don't need to jump anymore. Yeah, they're just not in range just yet. Luckily, the Chaos Lord cannot really outrun us. We might be able to hang them up here if we just get a little bit further ahead. There we go. All right. He ran away. He's too scared. That did allow them to kind of grab this power node. Looks like they did destroy the power node indeed, so that's going to cost us a little bit of money here. We're going to send our Space Marines down to the southern or western part of the map. Looks like the Force Commander for the Blood Ravens is just kind of wandering the map there, just trying to make sure he's like, what do I do? Where do I go? Alright, we do have some scouts here that can kind of help recap this victory point. Chaos Lord, kind of a jerk. We'll try and hold him off if we can. Might get some assistance here from the Assault Marines. The Force Commander and everyone else works to hold the rest of the map, and I think that's a victory for us. There we go. An easy victory in the name of the Emperor. Alright, so last thing we're going to take a look at, we're going to take actually a look at the performance test right now. So I'm going to hit that performance test button, and what it's going to show off, which I think is rather cool, is the fact that it's going to show off a crazy amount of blood. Now, interestingly enough, the blood pack seems to be kind of scaled to the enemies, from what I can see. So you'll see this here in just a moment, because the performance test shows various sizes of units, and it's not really depending on the amount of damage that you're doing. It really just depends on the size of the model, and that allows the blood pack to do its thing, to do its work. So at the moment here, of course, you see these assault marines moving up towards the main combat. If you look at the mini-map, you'll know that there's a huge force of enemies moving up as well. And here comes the space marines. The orcs are working together with the space marines. This is particularly interesting, fighting the Eldar and the Tyranids here. And you'll start seeing everything at work. In particular, if you look at the giant hive tyrant there, and also in the middle of the map as well. Whenever someone dies or whatever, there's a huge blood splatter. And then when everyone starts attacking the giant hive tyrant, you should see a massive amount of blood. There you go. So it seems dependent on, like, if it's a giant model getting hit a lot, that means it's going to be showing off a lot more blood and all that stuff, which is pretty badass. So there you go. There's a little bit of the performance test, which is always a lot of fun. For some reason, the performance test does seem to, like, kind of cut off early. I remember it used to have the little orbital bombardment bit, but it doesn't show that anymore. For me, anyway. I don't know if that's a bug or something, but yeah. Anyway, that is the game so far. I do really like the blood pack. It's a nice little touch to the game. It may obscure some of your combat, so I would definitely warn you on that one. But it's pretty cheap. It's like $1.49 Canadian to get it. Kind of the same as the Total War Shogun DLC for the blood pack. Unfortunately, you don't see the blood actually appear on the armor of the enemies. I think that would be very cool if you ever watched the beginning of Dawn of War 2, the original one, where it has the intro cutscene of the warp spider stabbing the space marine and the blood covers him entirely. I would love to see that happen in the game. I don't know if that's actually possible with the current system or current engine in the game, but it is nice to see like a crazy amount of blood for fun, because I think that was definitely something that was missing from this title. There was blood, but very hard to see, that's for sure. Very difficult to see. So this is just kind of something that's a little bit of a perk, a little bit of a cosmetic bonus. If you guys have an extra loony to throw at the screen and be like, oh, okay, you know what, whatever. Let's try it out. Let's look at this blood thing. I think that the blood pack would be a lot of fun as well in the Last Stand mode, because in Last Stand there's gonna be a lot of enemies to fight and a lot of murder to happen. So definitely recommend you guys give it a look, check it on out. I'm Akabane101. Thank you very much for watching this video and getting my opinion on what the new DLC is. And have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.